So I was over on PerezHilton.com and I saw a story. The story reads, Jay-Z and Jennifer Lopez having a conversation about her halftime show prior to the Super Bowl on Sunday. And it looks like Jay-Z advised her not to use those kids in the cages. If you saw the Super Bowl and you watched the halftime show, you know what I'm talking about. Jennifer Lopez performed her song Let's Get Loud, and in the opening of it, her daughter Emmy actually sings the interlude, okay? And she sings beautifully. It was like, I think the highlight of the night, kudos to Shakira, kudos to J-Lo, but I think the highlight of that night was when Jennifer Lopez's daughter Emmy came out for her performance. She joined Jennifer on stage for Let's Get Loud. And as the song progresses, you get these kids coming out and they're performing with Jennifer and little Emmy. But after that, they go into these cages. And the kids are standing in these cages, and they're, you see the entry or the entrance of the Puerto Rican flag. And so at one point, the Puerto Rican flag is actually draped over Jennifer Lopez, and she wears it. Okay, and it's a beautiful image. It's a beautiful shot. Very creative, I think. And people are saying that this was Jennifer Lopez's message to the Trump administration. A message of dissatisfaction and a cry out for change in America. Whether it was a political protest on her part or not, I think it was a great performance. We don't know Jennifer to be a political artist. I can't remember a time where Jennifer Lopez gave a statement about her beliefs on, government or politics or, of that nature. I can't recall. And so if this was her moment to do that, she chose the perfect moment. What better venue than the Super Bowl? Okay, but people are saying that Jay-Z was totally against it from the start. He did not agree with the idea of her using those kids in those cages. Perhaps he thought it was just a little bit too aggressive and a little bit too sensitive of a subject to inject into the Super Bowl halftime show. It's supposed to be a happy moment where people are just celebrating and having a good time. And he advised her against it. Now, of course, clearly Jennifer Lopez chose to go rogue in that situation and do her own thing because she did use those kids in those cages. But I don't know, I had no problem with it. Like I said, whether it was a protest or not, it didn't bother me either way. I just look at it as a form of art. It was her expressing herself artistically, if anything. So I give her credit for that. All right. And if the story is true, if Jay-Z did advise her against it, then really, for what reason? Is it because he wanted to avoid politics? You guys know that, Jay-Z has a stake in the NFL. Okay, yeah, he's got some ownership in the NFL, so of course he has a little bit of decision-making capabilities in there. He has the right to, I guess, call some shots at some point or another. But I guess in this situation, if he did advise her against it, Jennifer Lopez, I guess, had the final say. All right, and so I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. But let me know in the comments. Did you find that a little bit distasteful? Do you think Jennifer Lopez's performance with those kids in those cages and that Puerto Rican flag was distasteful and inappropriate for the Super Bowl halftime show? Let me know in the comments. All right?